talk off. They'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, out the curve, out the block. I was already sold out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the phone. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, get them picked off Bentley, white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock them. Watch the dirty money with Oxy. I miscount cause I'm off
First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Not a great start drawing his first target. Let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that throughout this game.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And they went the wrong way there, losing yard. back at the 43-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. From the 29, Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Browns defense has a touchdown. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their third in a row. And the question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago. Even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 17-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Watson now to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is Kadarius Toney. This is taken at the 15. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Mahomes. That's complete to Toney. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. 7-7, our score after 1. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. maybe they'll do that.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. To throw is Watson. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Again, running right is Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. The Browns at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi. Take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss. Take off the weird jewelry, I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top off. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes, it's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a quarter meal, hella final. Take off the fuck flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I can't.
We are the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on 10 between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And they will take over 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Calling a gain of a yard. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be. Right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense got pressured up top. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it on 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right?
And now off to the races down the right side. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last series for a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On the return, here's Agnew. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they...
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
102 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The Browns at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Watson. On the move to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the give. Now Mahomes steps away to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Agnew now to return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about it.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. We've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Back to throw, Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Browns are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And it is 28-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch on that one for Kelsey, and it's a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Taking on the midfield logo. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Watson. Being chased out left. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
I told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs.